Hi, welcome back to the Spirit's Path. Gemini, this is your March horoscope, your monthly horoscope. And what I'm going to do differently this time around, instead of doing oracle cards, I'm going to pull one card for a theme of the month, and then I'm going to pull 4 more cards for each week. And that's going to be for the theme of the week. So as we go through the year, this is the year of the ancestor, okay, and you're listening to that universal beat, okay, what's going on, okay. That's how we started the year out. Everybody starts the year out with this. And Gemini, you're listening to your own beat. You're ready to walk your path. You're ready to go through those birch trees. And January presented you with an opportunity of getting a strong foundation with that Ace of Stones, the foundation of life. January was a good month to set things down, get them firmed up, whether it was to goals or aspirations, however you want to look at it. All right. February came around, and that was represented by the Knight of Eels, or Knight of Vessels, the eel. All right. And like I like to talk about is the knights are fighters, tacticians. All right. And this eel is able to see things in a different aspect through communication, okay. And even though this is a water card, okay, it could be emotions. This knight is able to see things through emotionally. So the month of February is all about where are your emotions running high, okay, what needs to be exposed to others sensitively. And now we're going into the month of March. So let's get the general theme for the month of March. And I'm battling rainstorms out here, so hopefully we can get through this. So for the theme for you, Gemini, for the month of March will be, as you're walking down your path, setting that foundation, expressing yourself sensitively, is represented by the 5 of Arrows and frustration. Okay, that's going to be the theme for you for the month of March. During that first week, and we'll talk about the month, we'll tie it into what's going on. During that first week, expect that Queen of Vessels, the salmon, to show up. Okay, self-sacrifice, that queenly nurturing aspect that she represents. Second week of March, Knight of Stones, the horse. Sounds like you are going to be having a whole bunch of people whispering in your ear. A lot of court cards. It's 2 so far. During that third week, Gemini, you're going to have to make a decision. 2 of Boats. I'm also dealing with some wind, which is fitting because it's an air sign, right? Make sure things don't blow away on me. And for that fourth week, Gemini, you can expect the King of Arrows and the Kingfisher. So, this month, you are going to put my cards away so they don't blow away. This month, you're going to have a lot of people whispering in your ear. It's almost like you're at that campfire. All right? And maybe life is getting a little frustrating for you in the month of March. All right? Then that's the theme. Okay? You can't seem to be hitting your mark. You're saying to yourself, wow, I've set up listening to this ancestor. I'm listening to my universal beat. And, I've set that great foundation in place in the month of January. And then come month of February, you're starting to, understand that your emotions are getting high. All right. And, you need to express something that's, been bothering you, and, you need to do that sensitively. All right. Now the frustration comes along this month. And you're saying to yourself, you know what? This is just going to be one of those months where it's just nothing seems to be going right. Okay. And you're frustrated. It could be frustration at work through communication. It could be frustration in a relationship, Gemini. And with arrows, that's being an air sign as it is. There could be some overthinking of what's going on out there for you. Okay, so the theme for the month is going to be frustration, and let's tie this into the theme for the weeks. So that first week, you've got the Queen of Vessels and the Salmon. And, maybe while you're sitting there being frustrated, the Queen swims up to you. And, she says, hey, I get frustrated every day of trying to, climb up this river to lay the eggs. I get frustrated watching my young spawn. All right, and then I can't even see them, live their full life. Or, I get frustrated by, trying to get up here, and, the Queen of Stones, the bear, attacks me, okay, and, uses me for lunch. But this Queen is here to give you some nurturing advice, that self-sacrifice sometimes is needed during this month, okay, and, sometimes it's good, just to be out there, to be able to swim along, all right, and use that nurturing ability for those emotions. Now, February was the Knight of Vessels, and here in the first week of March, which is just, February is just going to end here shortly. You're going into the first week of March. The Queen's sitting there, she's saying to you, you know what? I want to give you some nurturing advice as you're moving forward. Okay? I want to show you, what's going on within your castle. Okay? And it's not anything that you need to be frustrated over. Okay? I want you to just, use this energy to help you understand where you're at and why you're becoming frustrated. The second week, so here you're trying to understand all that emotional energy, and the second week comes along, you got the Knight of Stones. And this horse pops up next to you and says to you, you know what? I'm going to carry you along for the rest of this month. Rely on me for that sure footing. Rely on me for the opportunity to get you where you need to go during this month. Don't be frustrated with it, because you know what? Eventually we will get there. And that's what that Knight of Stones is telling you. He's a fighter tactician, and he's going to make sure that you're stable and you're secure during this month, even though it may seem frustrating. That third week of March, Gemini, is the Two of Bows. You're going to have to take some action energy. This is a decision you need to make, whether it's a decision at work, whether it's a decision in your relationship, social setting, a decision on what you want to do. Okay? The guy sitting on top, he's on top of the mountain, so that tells me he's got all the power. All right? He's got both of those staves, okay, or in this case, bows, planted in the earth. He's grounded. All right? And he's making that decision that's going to propel him to move forward with that energy, with that creative energy that's out there. And then you come back around with the King of Arrows in that fourth week with that Kingfisher. Okay, now the Kingfisher is one of those birds that can dive deep for food and soar a little bit high, multicolored. Okay, now this king is also King of Arrows is also the king of all the intellectual things going on. So that fourth week, while you're being frustrated this month in March, okay, is going to give you an opportunity to understand the whole concept, understand the whole project, okay? And, maybe what it is somebody's, giving you that kingly advice, too, on how to move forward going into the month of April. Saying to yourself, you know what, it's been a very frustrating month for you. You've seemed very frustrated with your projects or your relationships, all right? And, you're looking back at it, you're saying, that Queen gave me some information, that Knight of Stones gave me some information, and, I have to make a decision, all right? And then the King of Arrows is telling you, make that the best logical decision that you can make, all right? Listen to that thought process. Listen to, the kingly advice that's out there from whoever's guiding you, mentoring you, okay, in whatever issue that you're having. So there you go, Gemini. That's your message for the month. The theme around the Five of Arrows and frustration. Hit that like button for me. Subscribe to the channel. Leave your comments down below. and share it with others. This is Dee for A Spirit's Path, and we'll talk to you in April. Take care, God bless, and stay safe.